Hey there gang, Kawaii50 here, and today's FGO video is just gonna be more informal, a little bit of fluff that I really want to talk about after we got that phenomenal Solomon trailer. I know pretty much all of you have seen it, and with that Solomon trailer comes a lot of exciting things that we both know we'll see and that we can potentially see. So I just wanted to go ahead and go over what I think are going to be some of the hypest moments in Solomon that we are definitely going to get, and some of the hypest moments in Solomon I would like to see. We're just going to go ahead and do a couple of each. Two, this definitely has to be in Solomon, and two hypotheticals. But let me know what you're excited to see out of Solomon. It's one of the hypest singularities. It's one of the hypest crossovers in all of Fate history. And let's just talk about some Solomon things that will ensure that I stay on the hype train long after it has left the station. Let's, of course, kick this off with something that is absolutely guaranteed, something we all saw in the trailer, and that is Jeanne d'Arc arriving with all of the servants. Taunted by demon god Flauros, we are pretty sure that everything is about to just straight up end for us. But then, out of nowhere, Jeanne d'Arc shows up, absolutely eradicating and annihilating demon god pillars with every single servant we have met so far, be they from the actual main singularity stories or from the events that we have participated in along the way leading up to Solomon. With Jeanne d'Arc firmly leading this new cadre of servants, there is, as I said in a previous video, potential for a fantastic Infinity War style moment with everybody showing up. We caught some glimpses of that in the trailer, but seeing the whole scene play out in all of its glory, I feel like it's going to have a bunch of Fate fans, myself included, just standing up, screaming, and applauding in our seats, if we're able to see it in a movie theater. For my first hypothetical interaction, I would really love to see, when we end up meeting Edmond Dantes, some sort of callback to the Prison Tower event. Prison Tower, even though it was one of FGO's earliest events, was an incredibly important and incredibly serious event that I would argue is integral to Ritsuka's development throughout the story. So to see some sort of flash in the trials and tribulations that we had gone through with Edmond Dantes, I really feel is going to be a poignant reminder to the audience of just these sort of psychological hurdles that Ritsuka even had to overcome pre-Lost Belt. I know Lost Belt is really where the shit has hit the fan, but it was back in Prison Tower that we really started to see these cracks forming, and in Prison Tower we really saw a more humanized side of our master. It wasn't just a player avatar. At that point, it really started to be a character with their own mindset, personality, and values. I would love to see it. And this next bit is more of a me picking and choosing based on my own personal interest, but I'm really excited to see the return of the London squad to FGO. I'm very excited to see them come back and be able to fight together. Because I'm not sure if a lot of people realize this, but London actually really did have a powerhouse cast of servants. It, of course, had, Anderson and Shakespeare playing off of each other. It had our instance of Jekyll and Hyde. We got to see Franchan and Mordred come back. We got to see Jack the Ripper. But I'm sure a lot of people forget this. London did, of course, have Tamamo no Mai. London had my first Bond 10 true golden boy, Sakata Kintoki, who, if you remember in Solomon, does transform into his rider form, so we will get to see Rider Kintoki if all goes well. But on top of that, it also has the criminally underrated Artoria Pendragon Lancer Alter. To see Lancer Alter fully animated, to see her Rongo Miniad Oh my gosh, gang. There's just so much potential in this absolutely Titanus powerhouse servant. I want to see a combo attack between her and Sakata Kintoki if possible, though that sort of gets into the realm of hypothetical. But man, looking back on servants to make this video, I just realized like how good London's cast was overall, and I just feel like if the writing had been tightened up a little more, if we had a few, like, just, I don't even know how to describe it, just more cohesive writing all around for London, it might have honestly had the potential to be one of the best singularities. The potential was there, it just needed to be captured better. But we can at least see these servants strut their stuff in Solomon, and I'm thankful for that. And finally, gang, what I need to see from the Solomon Singularity is something that would be a little more somber. They have wiggle room. They have the potential to do this. But, and of course, this whole thing was spoilers for Solomon Singularity, so if you haven't seen Solomon yet, too bad. But I need to see something between Solomon and David. I need to see that. I was surprised by how little David had interacting in Solomon. This is the singularity created supposedly by his son, by Solomon. Of course, we get the reveal at the end that Dr. Roman is Solomon. But if they can just give me something between Solomon and David to sort of help memorialize and really etch in there that not only is Solomon loved by those of us in Chaldea for what he does at the end of the Singularity, but he does have people outside of there that recognize him and love him as well. Queen of Sheba, of course, is out. She does not become a player until Epic of Remnant. So with Queen of Sheba off the table, I feel like there is potential in this movie to write in some sort of brilliant, heart-to-heart, even just a knowing nod between David and Solomon. Give David this, DW. Give Solomon this. Give them this father-son interaction. They have more than earned it. But of course, I want to know what you all think, so let me know your thoughts about the Solomon Singularity getting animated down in the comment section below. Let me know what you'd like to see from the trailer that we already know is going to be in there. Let me know if there was something in the trailer that particularly hyped you up. And if there's something you want to see that, of course, hasn't yet been confirmed, go ahead, throw all your hypothetical hopes and dreams for the Solomon anime adaptation down in the comments. I don't think that we can look at Solomon and be like, this is going to live up to the expectations of absolutely every single individual in the comments, every single FGO fan throughout the entire world. They're not going to be able to hit everything for us, or Solomon would be like 49 hours long. But at the bare minimum, I do think, and I do have the confidence, even with what happened with the first Camelot movie, I do have the confidence that they can pull off something truly wondrous with the Solomon adaptation. Anyways, gang, this is Kawaii50. If you want to talk about Solomon, my Discord is, of course, always open. Big thank you to everyone on the Patreon for helping support so I can continue to make videos like these. And, of course, you might want to go ahead and follow the Twitch, because we're going to be playing some more games on there. Have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you all in the next video.